Well, the Indian Republic is truly one of a kind, don't you think so? This nation has had a vice president who was not only a wild radical Muslim but also a traitor. Yes, you heard that right. The worst part is that he and his family continue to live in this country in their sophisticated gated communities with a lifestyle most of us can only dream about. Yes, my friends, you guessed it right. We are talking about Hamid Ansari, the man who held the chair of Vice President of India from 2007 to 2017. He was the 12th Vice President of this nation, and we all know who gave him that opportunity. I mean, seriously, what else is left to destroy for this evil family? So let's look at certain facts related to this jihadi that have been hidden from the public view for a very long time by our liberal media and journalists. For those of you who don't know this, Hamid Ansari was a former diplomat before he became the Vice President of India. As an Indian ambassador to Iran, Hamid Ansari was instrumental in getting RAW, Research and Analysis Wing's infrastructure in Iran to get demolished by Iranian intelligence. In fact, 4 embassy officials were abducted by the Iranian intelligence at his behest just because this jihadi gave away our secret agents' cover. In the world of espionage and spying, when your cover in any foreign country is blown, you have essentially signed your own death warrant. All this happened while this Hamid guy was probably eating biscuits and drinking tea while the family members of these agents and officers were pleading with him to do something and save their lives. This is how vile this man is. And just imagine all the time when he sat on the Vice President's chair in the Rajya Sabha. Had this been a serious country, this man would have been in prison by now. But because we are a country of minorities are in danger, Muslim genocide in India, nothing ever happened to this guy. Once Modi took him to cleaners, but then what use is that of if you can't punish a traitor? Such is his hatred for Hindus and India as a nation that while he was the vice president when the Congress was in power, he used to go for namaz at 12 in the afternoon, after which the Rajya Sabha did not function. Imagine this now. Just imagine, once Mayawati had pulled him for doing this, to which he had no answer. The Congress government, which was in power during that time, had forced Rajya Sabha TV to stop the live telecast of all this. They had also forced their liberal media to not cover this news. Now imagine this. Just because a Muslim vice president had to go to offer namaz, the Rajya Sabha did not function after 12 in the afternoon. Have we heard of this absurdity in any other country? I don't think even Islamic countries allow this, but we do, because we are a nation of Hindu-Muslim bhai nonsense. Let us not also forget the family who made all this possible. Sonia Gandhi did not want to give another term to APJ Abdul Kalam, who was a fantastic president if you ask me, but she gave 2 terms to a traitor like Hamid Ansari. This is their idea of India that they so desperately want to preserve. This is what they truly stand for. And if you still keep voting for the Indian National Congress, then I don't have anything else to say to you.